Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into the essentials of accounting and finance within the pharmaceutical industry. This field has unique financial practices and regulatory challenges. And over the next few minutes, we'll explore what makes pharmaceutical finance so distinct and so vital. Whether you're just starting out or already an industry professional, you'll find practical, strategic insights designed to help you navigate pharma's financial landscape with confidence. Let's take a quick look at our roadmap for this session. We'll start by laying the groundwork, getting familiar with the basics of pharmaceutical finance. Then, we'll uncover some of the most significant accounting challenges that pharma companies face. These are the things that make finance in this sector different from any other. Next, we'll focus in on key topics like revenue recognition and the all-important question of research and development costs, areas that are especially complicated thanks to the industry's lengthy drug development cycles. From there, we'll discuss why strong financial controls and regulatory compliance are non-negotiable in pharma. And finally, we'll wrap up with key takeaways you can use or share right away. With this structure in mind, you'll know exactly where we're headed and what to expect at each stage. Pharmaceutical accounting isn't just about crunching numbers. It's a specialized discipline that supports high-stakes innovation. Unlike other industries, pharmaceutical finance teams handle the complexities of ongoing research and development, revenue streams that change with every new drug, and ever-shifting regulatory requirements. One of the core responsibilities is managing the financial side of drug development, where costs can be both enormous and unpredictable. Risk management and careful investment decisions aren't just nice to have. They are critical for a company's survival and growth. Robust financial stewardship allows organizations to stay compliant with reporting and legal requirements, make strategic investments in next-generation therapies, and reassure investors and partners. In summary, strong accounting practices aren't just about keeping score. They empower pharmaceutical companies to innovate, manage uncertainty, and plan for the future. Now, let's explore what makes pharmaceutical accounting a true challenge. First up is the regulatory environment. Pharma companies operate under some of the world's strictest and most frequently changing rules. Think international standards like IFRS and US GAAP, plus regulatory acts such as Sarbanes-Oxley. Each new drug, clinical trial, or potential recall brings fresh compliance hurdles that must be met with absolute rigor. Next, there's the product lifecycle. Financial teams can't just look at today's numbers. They need to plan for each stage of a drug's life, from discovery and launch to patent expiration, also known as the patent cliff. This means tracking complicated transactions, including milestone payments and royalties that can change as drugs move through development and into the market. Lastly, pharmaceutical accounting involves some truly distinct practices. This includes careful tracking and sometimes capitalizing of research expenses, accurately assigning value to future pipelines, and managing intellectual property. Transparency in these processes isn't just preferred, it's required, both to keep internal teams aligned and to maintain external stakeholder trust. All these factors combine to create a demanding, dynamic environment for anyone handling finance in the pharmaceutical world. Here we focus on three pillars of pharmaceutical finance: intellectual property, research and development costs, and how revenue is recognized. First, intellectual property, patents, licenses, and trademarks are central to a pharmaceutical company's value. Financial teams must regularly assess and record the value of these assets, ensuring that every patent or license is properly accounted for and protected. Second, there's the management of R&D expenses. Deciding when to record research costs as assets or to expense them immediately is a crucial decision that depends on whether a project has passed certain technical tests and shows real promise for future profits. Each stage of R&D must be thoroughly documented to prove compliance and justify accounting treatments to auditors or regulators. Finally, we have revenue recognition, a process far from straightforward in pharma due to things like rebates, potential product returns, and special patient access programs. Every transaction must be carefully reviewed and documented to ensure the company's revenue numbers are accurate and compliant with accounting standards. These three areas, IP, R&D, and revenue, shape not just the balance sheets, but the very future of pharmaceutical companies. Maintaining strong internal controls and staying compliant aren't just checkboxes for pharmaceutical companies. They're the backbone of safe, ethical operations. Regular, independent audits play a key role here. They help ensure all financial systems are functioning correctly and offer opportunities to improve and tighten processes. Compliance goes hand in hand with auditing. It's about maintaining the highest standards of data quality, carrying out detailed reviews, and constantly monitoring business practices to avoid compliance pitfalls before they start. Financial controls are another essential layer of protection. With clear safeguards and constant oversight, companies reduce the risk of fraud or regulatory breaches. These controls don't just protect against mistakes. They build credibility and keep the business in line with both internal policies and external laws. Through this tight focus on controls, accountability, and consistent evaluation, pharmaceutical firms demonstrate reliability to partners, regulators, and investors alike. To sum it all up, robust accounting and finance principles lay the groundwork for trust and ethical growth in the pharmaceutical industry. When financial disclosures are transparent and reliable, stakeholders have confidence in the business, not just in its numbers, but in its mission to deliver safe, innovative therapies. Mastering financial best practices isn't just about compliance. It's a driver for ongoing development and responsible expansion in one of the world's most important sectors. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Your support really helps the channel grow. See you in the next one.